Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How long has it been since I've done one of these videos? Oh my days, it's been a minute. Jeez, apologies to everyone. I know it's been a while. I fell victim to what every person that you YouTube look at how to grow your channel basically said, be consistent, don't give up and keep going. I won't say I gave up, but I just got complacent, but also loads of other factors. Work, I'm not going to blame COVID, obviously that's just interrupted my vlogs and traveling to see fights, but work, it's been work, and then complacency, whatever. No excuses though, we're back. Hopefully 2021 should be the year that I actually get this channel up and going, like fully going. Excuse me if you can hear the plane in the background. I'm right next to London City Airport. I can't really film inside. So we're out here, man. And what we're looking at today is my top 5 fights that I'm looking forward to in 2021. Not dream matchups. Fights that are allegedly on the cards and very likely to be booked very, very soon. Number 5, Yair Rodriguez versus Zabit Magomedsharipov. This was meant to be booked. The fight was meant to happen in August, but I think Yair pulled out. Dana wants to move on from it, but it's still the fight to make, in my opinion. What a fight this is. Zabit, Yair, the striking, Lord, just think about it. Taekwondo, you got the unorthodox striking of Zabit, you got the kicks and the flashiness of Yair. They're both flashy, they both do their own thing when it comes to fights, and they're both damn good. Zabit's on a ridiculous win streak. Yair, he's picked up pace again since a loss to Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar schooled him. And I think that's the turning point. He almost lost that fight to Korean Zombie. And if it wasn't for Korean Zombie's naivety in those final, I think it was 10 seconds in that last round, and getting knocked out with the upward elbow, he would have won the fight. But Yair's picked up pace, wins over Jeremy Stephens, whereas Zabit, his last fight was against Calvin Kattar in Moscow. Won the fight decisively, but if there was another 2 rounds, might not have gone his way. But a 5-round matchup between these two, I can't wait. I'm not going to be doing picks anymore, but I think everybody knows where I'm leaning to. I'm leaning towards Zabit. How could you not? After what Frankie Edgar did to Yair, and then there's the combination of the striking and the wrestling, the grappling from Zabit against Yair, you got to go for Zabit. Number 4, Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev / Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns. Initially, it was Leon versus Khamzat, but that's been cancelled. Khamzat hasn't recovered fully from COVID, and they're not going to give Leon a replacement opponent. They want to rebook the fight again. So, number 4 is Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns. I think you guys know me very well. I still want 3 African champions by the end of 2021, or at some point in 2021. I want to see Kamaru holding the title, Israel holding the title, and I want to see Francis holding the title. I can't wait. But Kamaru versus Gilbert Burns, this is such a phenomenal fight. Wonderful fight. You got the pressure of Kamaru, the striking, the wrestling, then you got the jiu-jitsu and the ridiculous striking of Gilbert, sorry. Saw what he did to Tyron Woodley. That striking, the mixing the wrestling as well. His striking's gone up increments with Henry Hooft. We all know his jiu-jitsu is amazing. Whereas Kamaru, his last fight, I think it was against Colby Covington, he's had injuries after injuries, trying to recover from a broken hand. I don't know what else is wrong with him, but that's a fight that early 2021 we're going to get to see, and I can't wait for that one. I want Kamaru to win, but it's a tough fight. It's an extremely tough matchup. And then you got sharks lurking around. You got Jorge Masvidal possibly on a full camp. Colby Covington's still there. For all the shit he gets, he's still an excellent fighter. Leon Edwards is there. If Khamzat beats him, Khamzat's in there, and he'll probably get the next shot. But Gilbert versus Kamaru, phenomenal fight. And how I see Kamaru winning, it's a 170-pound fight, and it reminds me of George St. Pierre versus Nick Diaz. We all know Nick Diaz with excellent grappling, good off his back, Diaz brothers, whatnot, jiu-jitsu. But then you stifle it with the grappling. You stifle it. You shut down your opponent's offense on the floor. Not comparing Gilbert and Diaz's grappling, because I think we all know his credentials are up there. But you do that. We've seen Khabib do it to good grapplers as well. You just stifle their offense. You saw Charles Oliveira, he's got good jiu-jitsu, don't get it twisted, his jiu-jitsu is ridiculous, so is Tony's. But what did he do? He took him down and controlled him. Didn't let Tony get anything off his back. Instead he's the one threatening with submissions, with that triangle and whatnot. So it reminds me a bit of that. So that's how I see Kamaru winning pressure, Although, you know, it's pretty even on the feet. I might even give the edge after seeing what he did to Tyron Woodley to Gilbert Burns. But then the pressure and then the grappling just stopped Gilbert's offense from the ground. I know taking him down is going to be an issue, but, you know, it's got the makings. It's a 50-50 fight. It's got the makings of an excellent fight, excellent title fight. Both former teammates, so they know each other really well. Don't know how much that's going to play into the psyche of both guys, but we just have to wait and see. Obviously, Kamaru, he's off with Justin Gaethje's coach, Trevor Whitman, I think it is. And Gilbert stayed off with Henry Hooft. Can't wait to see the fight. Number 3, Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. This, again, it's a 50-50 fight. I give the edge to Conor McGregor because I can't remember who said, I saw it on Twitter or something, someone talking about the fact that, you know, my man's knocked you out before, you know, and it wasn't like it was a clean boom, boom, right on the chin. It was like a grazing shot, sweet spot right behind the ear. He's knocked you out before. So is that going to lurk in his mind? Like, if my man touches me, you know what? I might just go down. I might just get knocked out, make him hesitant coming in. Conor, excellent counter striker. You know, Dustin's fought 13 times and he's fought against the best since the last fight with Conor. Only a loss to Khabib and Michael Johnson. He's beat the division's elites, likes of Anthony Pettis. I know he's gone to Bellator now, but Anthony Pettis is still, you know, I know he was on a downward spiral. Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez, with finishes over some of these guys, yeah? No joke. Conor's fought 8 times after they last fought, but then it's against the likes of Dennis Siver. They both have a loss to Khabib. Both got dominated on the ground against Khabib, and they, you know, finished both of them. And Conor has a loss to Nate Diaz. But other than that, Conor's pretty good, you know. He hasn't been as active, but he's been good. And Conor's a dangerous guy regardless. He takes time off, he comes back. He's phenomenal. That left hand of his is dynamite. Precision striker, precision. Like, his ability to just catch you coming in. Boy. You know, and I lean towards Conor just because of that mental edge. And there's not going to be any theatrics because they're on Yas Island. There's no fans, it's just media. Conor hasn't really spoken leading up to the fight. It's in like 2 weeks, I think. Conor's not really said much. 2-3 weeks. Conor's not really said much. So both these guys are focused. And also, Khabib is not coming back. So I'm pretty sure, I think we all knew, once Khabib said he was retired, that Conor McGregor versus Dustin is for the title. But the reason I like this fight so much is because what happens after? If Conor wins, who does he fight? You know, Charles Oliveira's lurking, yeah? Dan Hooker's facing Michael Chandler, by the sounds of it. Charles Oliveira's lurking. I have a feeling, yeah, the UFC is going to chuck Nate Diaz into a Charles Oliveira fight, tell him, you know what, you beat him, that trilogy fight with Conor, hopefully we have fans back, come August, July, that's a title fight. That's you two if Conor wins. If Conor wins, and I'm giving the edge to Conor, although I can see Dustin beating him as well, just through sheer tenacity, relentlessness, pressure. He's going to have to try outwork Conor, even maybe try use his grappling. But Conor's very good. You have to be a proper elite grappler, which Dustin isn't. He's a very good grappler, don't get me wrong. He's got good wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu. I believe he is a black belt. But I'm talking Khabib level. I'm talking GSP level, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington level, wrestler, grappler. That's what I'm talking about. Dustin isn't any of them. But he's a damn good striker. Pressure, combinations, boxing. He just can't get caught. If he does get caught, he's going night-night, and I think that's what's going to happen. But it's a 50-50 fight, don't get me wrong. I'm just leaning towards Conor, and it's hard, man. I'd like to see Dustin win. Ain't nobody like Dustin more than me. I love Dustin Poirier. A lot of people do. But sometimes you got to take out emotion and just choose who you think is going to win the fight. And I think Conor McGregor is going to win it. Simple as that. For as inactive as he's been, and Dustin's been extremely active fighting the best of the best, that might be an edge for Dustin. But I still lean to Conor McGregor. But if Dustin wins, I won't be surprised. But it's that trickle effect. What happens after? Because if Dustin wins, I know what they're going to do straight away. Charles Oliveira, here you go. Nate Diaz, you know, you fight Conor. You're both trilogy. There we go. But if Conor wins, Nate, hold on. One fight, Conor's yours for the title. That's the closest you've been to a title shot. And I know the Diaz brothers don't care, but could you imagine Nate Diaz with the lightweight title? What would happen then? You see what I'm saying? Number 2, Israel Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz. That's just been made official. I think it was today or yesterday for March 6th. I can't wait. Again, 3 African champions. But then that would be 170, 185, 205 as he wins. And if Francis beats Stipe, 4 divisions, Nigerians and Cameroonians. I would love the UFC to come to Africa. And also like the UFC to invest in Africa. Have a PI somewhere in Africa, maybe East Africa, I'm being biased, South Africa, wherever. Do you know what I mean? There's a promotion in South Africa. Obviously, with Cameroon and Nigerians coming up top, like with belts, I'm pretty sure they're going to invest down there as well. There's talent there. Ngannou's got a foundation in Cameroon. I can't wait. And again, I'm being a bit biased, but I think Izzy wins pretty decisively. And I think he knocks him out, because I was watching the Thiago Santos fight this morning, yeah. And in that, I think it was the third round, when Jan rushed in, Thiago clipped him and finished him. Izzy's going to do the same thing. I watched the Luke Rockhold fight. Luke opened up with high kicks off that southpaw. Straight high kick, left high kick, left high kick. No setup, no white, nothing. Blocked, easy. Then when you try to come downstairs to start setting it up again, checked. Jan's got very good kicks as well, very good power. But if Izzy can keep him on the stay on the outside, pepper him coming in, leg kicks here and there. Jan's got a very good leg kick as well, and he's got power. But again, I think it's just one of them ones where we underestimate Izzy. He comes in, stays on the outside. We've seen him face power punches, Yoel and Paulo Costa, and do extremely well. I don't know, Yoel, yeah, forget that one. But Paulo Costa. And I think he wins, picks him off. Jan gets a bit frustrated, rushes in, and he gets tagged. He gets clipped the same way Thiago Santos did. And you got to remember, Thiago Santos as well came up from 185. Don't forget. He came up from 185, and he shut his lights out. Izzy, I think, does the exact same thing. Number one, of course, to make it a three-piece, Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic. I want 3 African champions. Again, I'm going to be very biased. Since their last fight, Stipe Miocic has only fought 3 times, and they've all been against Daniel Cormier. Whereas Francis has fought the likes of Rozenstruik, who else? Cain Velasquez. He's had variety in his opponents. He's seen different looks. Whereas Stipe has been seeing the same look against Daniel Cormier, losing one and then winning back his title and then defending it again, and then Cormier retiring. Whereas Francis has been a bit more inactive now because of the injury to Stipe. I think he's got an issue with his eye and whatnot, still waiting to recover. Stipe on the sidelines. They don't want to give the shot to anyone else. But then you've got John Jones lurking. He's moving up to heavyweight. Does he wait until Francis Ngannou wins that belt? I don't know. And then that John Jones factor as well, what that does is it creates confusion in and around 205 and heavyweight. Because if Izzy beats Jan, I'm pretty damn sure Izzy's going to be like, Jones, come take your belt. Come take your belt. He's going to cut a promo. Come take your belt. You've been talking shit. No more Twitter fingers. You know, come. And I'm not saying John Jones got Twitter fingers, but you know what I mean. Their Twitter beef and whatnot. Come, let's do it in the ring. I've got your belt. Come get it. Francis as well is waiting for Stipe, but so is Jones. Who does the UFC give it to? I don't want them to give it to Jones. Let Francis win it and maybe defend it against Jones. But then if Francis wins it, you've got a dilemma. Who do you choose? Do you let Jones, because he's been bulking up for heavyweight, go straight to Francis? Or does Izzy come to heavyweight, which I don't think is a very smart move? Bring Jones back down to 205. Izzy's a big guy, from what a lot of people say. He looks skinny as fuck to everyone else here, but he's a big guy, so he's one of them ones where you see him in person, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're big, yeah. Nah. Stay at 205, let Jones come down to you, take his belt. Let Francis win that belt. Sort out a few things for us, man, in Africa. Sort out the belt situation and whatnot. Invest in the youth down there, because loads of people that want to be fighters. I know in North Africa you got the likes of Ottoman Azaita in Morocco and whatnot. They've got their base there. So I think the prince or whatever it is that runs the country there's investing in MMA over there. You got the likes of Yusuf Zalal as well from there. So although he's raised in America, if I'm not wrong. So excellent fight. I hope Francis wins. I like Stipe. How can you hate him? It's a bit like Dustin. How can you hate him? No one can hate him. You just appreciate both guys. But again, biasness and whatnot, preferences. I want to see Conor win. No, actually, I don't. But I don't care. I just see Conor winning. I want Francis to win. I want Kamaru to win, and I want Izzy to win. Hence why those 3 are in my top 5 fights to look forward to. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what fights you guys want to see that have already been announced or likely to be announced very soon, who you want to see fight and which ones you're looking forward to most. I'm going to do another video on dream matchups for 2021, and I'm guessing a lot of you already know that some of these lot are going to pop up that are in this video are going to pop up in that one. It's nice to be back. It's been a minute. I've done this all in one take, no bloopers, no nothing. I'm hoping consistency will shine through. Just going to be banging out these videos, and yeah, hopefully you guys like the content. Smash the like button, obviously subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. I will be way more active, so I will respond, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.